In a city now devoid of people, Boar, with light machine guns akimbo, heads towards a central building. As she enters the building, she reminisces about becoming the family's contender in the Zodiac Tournament. At the top, she sees the other contenders, although one, the snake, is already dead. The mysterious referee appears and tells them to swallow the gems of the tournament, containing a poison that will kill them in 12 hours. The winner must retrieve all the gems from the other competitors before the deadline. They will then receive the antidote and make any wish they desire. After he leaves, Monkey suggests that the best way would be to collaborate and for the winner to wish the others back alive so no one has to die. While some see it as a good idea, the Boar thinks it is stupid. The floor suddenly gives way, with the competitors dropping to the lower levels. Boar runs into Rabbit and thinks she can kill him, but she is grabbed from behind by the headless body of Snake, which is controlled by Rabbit, who then stabs her through the heart. She finally realizes Rabbit is a necromancer as she succumbs to the wound. Rabbit reassures her that she will become one of his reanimated friends. After killing her, Rabbit retrieves the gem inside Boar's body. Meanwhile, Monkey and Rat form a loose alliance and head underground while the other contestants plan their respective strategies. Rabbit now has the reanimated Snake and Boar under his control. Boar openly walks the streets acting as a possible decoy to lure out other Zodiac warriors. Meanwhile, Dog confidently believes his body can generate an antidote to the poison, giving him an advantage. He meets up with Chicken, whom he thinks will be a convenient but expendable short-term ally as she can monitor the others by using her ability to control birds. Dog bites Chicken to enhance her physical and mental capabilities to combat Boar and Snake. However, Chicken instead preemptively kills Dog by crushing his skull. In the underground, Horse meets Ox, who immediately goes on the attack. As Chicken retrieves the gem from inside Dog's body, she recalls her earlier life as an abused child who killed her parents. She suffered from severe amnesia but showed an ability to communicate with birds. The Niwa family then took her in, which turned her into a killer who carried out their instructions without conscience. In the present, she instructs her birds to attack Boar. Although many are killed, they eventually prevail and devour her body. In the subway tunnel, Ox relentlessly attacks Horse, who has extremely durable skin. Chicken meets Rat in a convenience store, who offers to take her to Monkey. Chicken follows him into the underground sewers, calculating when she should make a move to kill them. Still, she is uncertain of Monkey's motives. Eventually, she leaves, wondering why she did not kill them. She realizes that the enhanced power from the dog's bite has enhanced her emotions along with her mind and body, making her more sensitive. As she walks, engrossed in her thoughts, she encounters a blood-stained Ox. Chicken considers fleeing the scene, knowing there is a little chance against the unrivaled Ox. However, Dog's poison twists her logic to fight him directly. Ox then quickly kills her, retrieving both the Chicken and Dog's gems. As she dies, she permits her birds to feed on her body. Sharyu the monkey is shown training to transmute substances between physical states to split a huge rock before she leaves the monkey society, vowing to use her powers for good. In the present, Rat tells Monkey that Chicken is probably dead, her resolve weakened by Monkey's optimistic attitude. Monkey still plans to end the war between the warriors. Still, Rat is much more cynical and is not interested in saving what he believes are worthless lives. A flashback shows Monkey successfully negotiating a ceasefire between two warring countries where she appealed to the soldiers themselves. Yet, her solution was short-lived and the fighting and deaths continued. Rat still believes peace is futile and suggests she use her powers to stop the war. Although she has witnessed countless deaths and atrocities, she still pursues peace. As she muses, she and Rat are attacked by a flock of birds and head to the surface, where Rabbit and the headless snake confront them and prepare to fight. Culp explains the nature of the Zodiac Tournament to faceless VIP avatars as he updates them on the contestants' progress and their relative prospects of victory. The warriors remaining with gems in order of strength are Ox, Rabbit, Monkey, Sheep, Horse, Rat, and Tiger. Hiding out, Sheep considers his strategy the best, proven by his previous victory. He recalls his past as a young arms dealer and warrior with a special skill in explosives. He married into the family of one of his close clients, and after he won the Juni Taisen, he was granted his wish to have a grandson. He vows that he will also take out the other warriors if he loses the tournament. Craftily, he did not swallow his poisonous gem, which gave him an advantage. Meanwhile, Rabbit attacks Monkey, but she can dodge and repel his attacks while trying to convince him to join her so that they all survive. He just ignores her and uses Chicken's vicious birds to attack Monkey as well. Meanwhile, Ox finds Sheep, who barely escapes, leaving an explosive booby trap behind. Horse is still alive but wounded and emerges from the underground, shocked by Ox's attacks. The headless snake pursues Rat with a flamethrower, and Rat finally realizes that Snake uses the sound of his movement to follow him. Sheep comes across a drunken tiger in a park, considering her a minor threat until she easily detects his concealed presence. Against his better judgment, Sheep realizes he may have to fight the extremely drunken tiger sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, each fighter pursues their agenda. Headless Snake pursues Rat while Monkey continues to fight Rabbit. Rabbit, although strong, seems to lack martial arts skills, but using Snake's head placed in a tree to track her movements, he manages to kill Monkey with his twin swords. As Sheep plans his move, Tiger suddenly strikes, killing him and removing his gem before he even realizes what happened. Culp declares only 6 warriors remain, and the VIP avatars begin to place their bets. As he hides out in a bank vault, Horse thinks back to how he was almost destroyed in a fall from a cliff as a soldier. After his body was modified to gain incredible strength and virtually impenetrable skin, he became a warrior. Suddenly he hears Rat next to him, who says that Monkey is dead along with her peace proposal. After warning that Snake may be following him, he leaves Horse alone. As Horse is caught up in his own thoughts of how to survive, he realizes that Snake has set the building on fire, starving him of oxygen, and he dies in the inferno. In a flashback to the start of the Zodiac Tournament, Snake and Dragon enter the central building, assuming that with their teamwork, they can't lose. Snake and Dragon were thieves chosen by their clans to be tournament representatives in the past, warning them that only one could be the victor. Back at the start of the tournament, they meet Rabbit, who appears harmless, but suddenly decapitates Snake while the twins discuss the situation. Back in the present, Rabbit's puppet Monkey finds Horse, but his gem is already gone, and she drags his body back to Rabbit. Meanwhile, Tiger encounters the headless Snake. She severs his arm and relieves him of his tank of alcohol, which she promptly starts drinking. Snake seems immobilized, so she walks off, but Ox arrives and severs Snake's other arm. Tiger faces off against Ox, but suddenly Snake's severed arms grab them by their throats and begin to choke them. Ox proposes to Tiger that they temporarily set aside the tournament and have their own duel. When she agrees, he uses his sword to create a spark, igniting the alcoholic foam dripping from her mouth and setting Snake's arm on fire. Dragon watches as Snake's severed arms strangle Ox and Tiger. In a flashback, Dragon and Snake are being tried for crimes that damage the prestige of the 12 houses. Both sides engage them in a deal involving criminals supplying orphans to a pharmaceutical research facility for illegal experimental drugs. However, they decided to betray their clients and take all the money themselves, destroying the facility and killing everyone inside. They also accepted money to destroy surviving witnesses. Although they sometimes distributed the fortunes they stole to the poor, their good intentions often backfired, making the gestures quite hollow. After being acquitted of the crimes due to Dragon's convincing arguments as a defense attorney, they were chosen as representatives for the Zodiac Tournament. Back in the present, Ox's strategy of burning Snake's severed arms is effective, and he and Tiger are freed. Ox then realizes that burning is the only way to stop Rabbit's zombie puppets. Meanwhile, Dragon plans a fitting memorial service for his younger brother Snake. As Dragon floats high above the warriors engaged below, Rabbit's puppet Monkey throws Snake's head towards him. This distracts him long enough for Rabbit to jump up and slice him in half, leaving only 3 other warriors alive: Rat, Ox, and Tiger. In a flashback, Tiger Canny is chosen at her family's area-style martial arts dojo as the representative to go out and fight as a warrior, fulfilling their philosophy. However, she found that the battlefield was not a place of righteous battle and honor but a killing field and sought relief in alcohol. She then discovered her abilities were stronger on all fours like a tiger, making her an even more effective, unstoppable warrior. Back in the present, Ox and Tiger, completely unused to planning, realize that they need a way to stop Rabbit's puppets, who have been cut to pieces. Ox hints to Tiger that Dragon's liquid coolant tank may be the key. As the fight begins with Rabbit's puppets, Tiger takes Dragon's tank and bursts it, freezing their adversaries. Rabbit then emerges from the shadows, but without his puppets, he is easily cut down by Ox and Tiger. Tiger then prepares for her postponed duel with Ox. In the past, Tiger Canny was surrounded by troops in snowy city streets, too drunk and cold to fight. Ox appears on the scene, kills the troops, and rescues her, not knowing who she is. She is impressed by his simple but natural philosophy that doing the right thing is just a choice followed by action, inspiring her to focus on her physical training. At the start of the Zodiac Tournament, she was angry that Ox did not remember her from the past since he had such a big influence on her life. Back in the present, Rabbit's severed arms holding a sword attack Ox. Without thinking, Tiger pushes him out of the way and is stabbed instead, even though she reasons that Ox would have been able to defend himself. Rabbit and his puppet's body parts attack Ox and he flees, taking the mortally wounded Tiger with him. Rather than die by Rabbit's hand and become a puppet, she asks Ox to kill her, and he agrees, but only as a result of a duel. Ox asks Tiger if they met before and has a grudge against him, but she responds that she dislikes brooding types like him. Ox finds himself unusually affected by the death of Tiger and contemplates the nature of the Zodiac Tournament and Rabbit's attempt to win even after his own death. He realizes his saber will be ineffective against Rabbit, who can only be stopped by incinerated. A reanimated Rabbit, combined with the body parts of the warriors he killed, approaches Ox. Ox slices Rabbit but is unexpectedly attacked and pinned down by a reanimated monkey so that Rabbit can kill Ox himself. As Ox is about to give up, Rat arrives at the scene. Using Sheep's explosives, Rat destroys the remaining competitors, becoming the winner. Rat presents the 11 gems from the other fallen warriors to Dudekulp and is then asked to recount his tournament experience. He is reluctant to discuss it and decides to leave. However, he has multiple visions of being killed if he does and realizes that he is trapped. Rat explains that he can simulate 100 scenarios before taking action. He further adds that luck still plays a part even with this seemingly invincible power. Following the interview, he leaves the building. With the city returned to normal, Rat goes back to school. He contemplates his wish as the winner of the Zodiac Tournament but has no idea what he should wish for. He thinks about his discussions with the other tournament participants and their wishes, often surprised by their answers. He realizes that he is the one person in the tournament without a wish. For him, thinking of a wish is like seeing multiple visions of the future, and the 100 wishes that he thinks of, each one has an upside and a downside. Finally, confronted by Dudekulp to decide, he wishes to forget anything related to the tournament. He returns to school the following day, sitting at his desk and dozing off as usual. However, another student remarks that he appears fulfilled as if he doesn't want anything in the world. This is the end of the video, so please watching all of my anime recap series. Thanks for watching.